I just think about it and go, I watched some of the posts of some of the lifters, and I can only talk about the Australian team because I haven't really followed it much more, but just the level of excitement of, like their journey started or the points of where their journey's at. Even someone like Parry, who's been at it a while but not as long as myself, like just seeing them have slightly different experiences and just seeing, like hearing people talk about the memories, like the crazy driving and the not just the lifting. I think that means something to me because it's about the people you meet along the way. But I just love it because I think that something I said in my podcast to you we did individually was there wasn't as much information sharing when powerlifting all started, whether it was on the platform, whether it was about life outside of lifting and how to do it, all the different elements. Now you got everyone sharing ideas, wanting to see more people exceed. So it does make me happy because I think that, there's probably a lot of people that have started it that didn't even know what it was or how it existed or how their disability meant they were going to try it. And now you look at it and it's got a profile. So, yeah, it does make me rather like it sort of brings back all those memories of how I felt at different points, and seeing other people get that joy, I think is it does give me a thrill, and I do look forward to meeting some of the people I've heard of lifting that I haven't met, and just to see, where they're at and what they're getting out of it and everything else. But I think it's in a lot better space, just in terms of and it shows you by the results, because once you share information, all the lift standards across all the feds and para or whatever, they're all incredible. Like if someone did 20 years ago, if someone did a 180 bench press or a 170 bench press, yeah, it's a great number, but it wasn't as heard of. Now your baseline is just so much bigger,
Yes.
So, and that's a reflection of people getting better, people sharing information, people sort of taking it seriously, and I guess lifting the standards. I think it's very easy to think of it when you're doing it for your country that this is the only place in the world where people powerlift, And then when you go to these comps and you go, oh, this country does it. One, I've never heard of this country before. I remember that as a youngster, like going to these comps and going, I've never met anyone from that country before.
Which countries was that for you, Paul?
Oh, this is cool. And then you just...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Kazakhstan, that was one. What do you do? What do you do you reckon Borat came out?
Late 2000s, wasn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it would have been like an 08, 09 sort of.
So I remember seeing Borat and then going to a comp when I was about 23 where I won a junior medal, because 22, 23 was like the top end of juniors at that time. And I reckon it would have been about 210. So I reckon I saw Borat like 6 months before it. Then I went to the comp and I competed against a guy from Kazakhstan. So, and I was just like, this is so cool. Like I've never heard of this country. I've never, and then I'm standing on a platform.
And they really exist.
Meeting this guy, and, you hang out at the pool and the recovery session, and every country does it so differently. And I used to marvel, like, some countries didn't have the same facilities or even straps or wraps or just basic stuff that we had, or some people had more stuff than we had. So you just look at certain people and you just go, you're doing so well with, the support you've got or the resources you've got. So there was such a big discrepancy, or more of a discrepancy of
this might make you think a little bit.
Then, if that makes any sense.
Paul, back when you were going to para bench comps and I was going to international bench comps, and we were like the one or two Aussies there. Like I think for you it would always be like 2 or 3 guys, and with me I was normally by myself. Other countries used to think that about us. and go, oh, good on them. Like they're really under-resourced. They've got no one here helping them. They've got no coaches. They've got no assistants. So the way you're talking about those smaller countries is how other countries used to talk about us as well.
Yes, absolutely.